Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR Clash of Randall's podcast with your host, the JKD, the PDCK, with my co-host.
Hey, the DOC, the LOVE, that Doctor of Love, that Mr. Dream Machine himself, getting ready to bring that news, reviews, and the results of NXT, Impact Wrestling, and AEW for your pleasure. We miss you guys a lot. Hey, we should have been doing our programs, but we miss you a lot. We back and ready to do this thing.
Mm,
Let's go here with that Impact Wrestling.
yo, so apparently he's not that he don't sound excited, but let me say it this way: for the first time ever, we are reviewing Impact.
You got dang right.
But before we go ahead and get started, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the little total little bell and stuff like that. Man, plug in the comments, man. Share this video, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Um, so this today is our first time reviewing Impact, but I will let you know that another announcement that next week we are going to review for the first time also another wrestling show known as NXT UK. So we'll end up review those on Thursday nights or probably Friday. No, we don't know, but with our scheduling stuff like that. However, we're gonna do NXT UK also.
Yeah, I'm proud of both of us, man, because we got a lot of irons in the fire right now. We doing some things, and hey, we'll bring you in on some of those things also. All right.
But let's go ahead and get back to the Impact, bro, man. So we start the show off. Have a women's tag team match as we see Susie and Kylie Ray versus Deanna Purrazzo and Kimberly. Now I am huge fan of all four of these women.
Yeah, I really like
I'm a
Kylie
huge
Ray.
fan of all these women. Man, also, man, you have Kylie Ray just teaming up. You see, noticing like the commentary, especially Madison Rain, talking about Susie turning to Sue Young and stuff like that. Part of her name Susie is Sue, pretty much.
Right,
So
right.
I mean, obviously they're kind of concerned about Kylie Ray, going teaming up with Susie because Madison Rain herself said, hey, Kylie Ray at some point is gonna see the real Susie and turn into Sue Young. So but either way, Susie did get the win.
Yeah, I think she got a really good chance of beating Deanna Purrazzo. She's a very remarkable lady. I'm glad she didn't stick with AEW.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have done as well with that women's division. But when you got a women's division where you have most of your women who are really, really good wrestlers, it makes you look a whole lot better. So, and
Yeah.
not saying that she's not a good wrestler, she's always been really good in the ring.
Yeah, but obviously, Susie ended up got the win by hitting the her, Sue Young finisher to win the matchup, which is kind of odd.
What
You
you
know,
talking about, the Arachno
yeah, she hit the he pretty much went Sue Young full out Sue Young. All of a sudden she went back to Susie after the matchup.
Mm.
But obviously that led to Kylie Ray, Susie getting the win over the Impact Women's Champion Deanna Purrazzo and Kimber Lee, which practically I would give this one match a B.
Yeah, this match gets a B for me. Also, very good ladies tag team match. Looking to see what they're gonna do with this Su Young alter ego.
Hey, but let's go ahead and move on to a bigger tag team matchup. We talk about Triple XL taking on the Deaners, man. We got AC Romero and Larry D taking over Cody and Jake Deaner, or cousin Jake. Now that was a pretty good match actually.
Right.
I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling, obviously, man. For some big men like these, man, it was a pretty good tag team match actually.
Yeah. Cody Deaner always been really good. Even when he was back when he was with what's the girl name he was married to
Well, we don't
when
know.
it was
I
TNA.
mean, it was so long ago.
Yeah, that was so long ago. I
I
can't
mean, when
really
we talking about
remember.
10, it was like
Woo.
2006 or something like that, seven.
Woo.
But either way, man, it was a
Oh, ODB. That's who he married to.
either way, it was a pretty good match actually. I wasn't really into Coney Deaner that much, but I did enjoy the Deaners at the Russell House thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty good matchup. But obviously, this led to Romero, getting the win, over cousin. Well, yeah, cousin Jake. Pretty much. Well, no, not Romero, but Larry got the win over pretty much.
Right.
You know, and then led to Triple XL getting the win
Get over
over.
the best hand in the house.
Yep. which that look like it like looks pretty for especially for his stature, man. That seemed kind of hurtful, exactly. But despite how much it was a pretty good match, I would still give it a C because there was some little mishaps and stuff like that, but it was still good either way. Good story to it too.
Right. They're good. They may not be the best workers in the world, but they can work a little.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to some X Division action. We talk about Rahid Raju, I'm about to say NXT. I'm gonna say X Division champion. It ain't gonna lie, they built up the X Division real low because now they got three other men trying to go for the title. You have your boy Chris Bay trying to get his rematch 1v1, as you got TJP trying to go for the title too, because TJP beat Chris Bay. Now you see Trey taking on TJP. Trey getting the win over TJP, which was a banger of a matchup
Yeah, that
actually
was a good
from two
match.
X Division, man. What a banger, pretty much, and it was so good. Back and forth matchup, which led to obviously Trey getting that 1, 2, 3 on TJP, which led to now going to Rahit Raju and saying, "Hey, in a more simpler way, really it should have been a fatal format, but hey, Rahit Raju was like, hey, triple threat match, Chris Bay, TJP, and Trey. Winner faces me for the X Division champion. No joke, no games, no nothing. X Division
He
title
gonna try
match.
to figure out a way to get out of there.
Rahid Rahuj, I see him, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really into him, but man, hey, he's like Eddie Kingston, but like he's trying to find slick ways out, but in a dumber way though. Eddie Kingston being smart about it, but hey, Rahid Raju, he trying to get over the X Division champ. He's pretty good character.
I like it. Yeah.
It's pretty good character though. But obviously, I do want to see the title back on Chris Bay, man. He did not hold as long as I thought he did. He didn't hold as long as I thought he did. So I really hope Chris Bay really win the title back. But also, I do like to say I like to see Trey Miguel getting that title back. I mean, getting for the first time actually. I've always been a big fan of Rascal. So speaking of Rascals, oh yeah, I also get that matchup B also. It's a pretty good matchup.
Hmm.
But
I'm going with A minus.
uh, but we do know the main event was supposed to be an 8-man tag match. It was going to be the Motor City Machine Guns, the current Impact Tag Team Champions, which also the tag team division are being lit right now. And they also team up with the Rascals, uh, Wentz, Wentz and I think it was I forgot it was Zachary Wentz and Dez and Desmond Xavier, and they also take on your boy, Madman Fulton. Well, actually, your boys the North and Madman Fulton
Yeah.
and Ace Austin. And obviously, the two teams, Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, along with the North, had beat down, Wentz and Dez, which obviously led to, Motor City Machine Gun trying to come for the aid, but
It's
fell.
too late.
Yeah, it's too late. Fell. But nothing led up to another machine gun, another machine gun, your boys, the good brothers, machine gun, Carl, well, yeah, Carl Anderson, man. Good old Doc Gallows, man, coming into the aid to fill in for Wentz and Dez. So 8-man tag match led to the Good Brothers, Motor City Machine Guns, North, Ace Austin, and Madman
Main event
Fulton.
of the night.
Yep. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next set as we talk about the Impact World Champion. And let me just say, this is a good rivalry actually. And man,
It's a good ride, but I just can't see Rich Swan as
Rich Swan returns to Impact
right.
Zone. He returns back from an injury. If you don't remember at Slammiversary, Eric Young injured the man, even though technically Rich Swann was the one who beat Eric Young by pinning him and eliminating him. But obviously he was sidelined because of Eric Young attacking him and injuring him
Right.
pretty much. But it wasn't until your boy Scott D'Amore came out, they were supposed to have a conversation, but all of a sudden Rich Swann was demanding that he wants one more, he wanted one shot against Eric Young for the Impact World Champion. Now Eric Young has been going at a crazy rampage, beating your guy. What was it? What was the name again?
David Rich.
David. Was it David?
No,
It was
Eddie
no
Edwards.
Eddie
Eddie
Edwards.
Edwards. My
You know,
bad.
man, Eddie Edwards, man. He was a pretty good champion. I never thought when I first saw Eddie Edwards, I never thought he was gonna be
Man,
an Impact World Champion.
Eddie Edwards done changed like so much.
I never thought he was gonna be an Impact World Champion. He teamed up with when he was a American Wolves, man. It was
Yeah. I mean, he's changed so much since first saw him in Ring of Honor, and then he teamed up with
David Richards.
David Richards
Yeah,
for the American Werewolf. I mean, like
it's
he,
crazy. It was beyond
yeah,
crazy. It's a crazy transformation, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I will admit, Eddie Edwards, he was a great Impact champion, defending against everybody, man. RVD, some others, but however, Eric Young got him. Eric Young tried to power drive his wife last week. And all of a sudden, Tommy Dreamer comes out for to the aid. All of a sudden, Tommy Dreamer gets beat down. Eric Young is going rampage all over Impact. However, Rich Swann is demanding one shot against Eric Young, and it's going to be a Bound for Glory October 4th. I'm pretty sure Scott D'Amore didn't want to give it to him. Eric Young comes out, blasting off all both of them, and all of a sudden he pushed Scott D'Amore. And poor man. And all of a sudden, Scott D'Amore, you know what? Rich Swann, Eric Young, Bound for Glory October 4th for the Impact World Champion, man. And I'm looking forward. I know. As much as Eric Young's like what, currently a 3-time Impact champion at this point, I believe.
Well, TNA/Impact, yeah, pretty much.
3-time world champion Impact or TNA, whatever. It's still a 3-time world champion. But as actually I see this like a transitional champion. So I'm as a transitional champ, so I'm assuming I'm going Rich Swann. I'm going to go ahead and do my early prediction, say Rich Swann gonna get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the better booking is Rich Swann because you want to get it on somebody. Even though I'm not saying he's young, but you want to get it on somebody new, young. You're trying to push your promotion, so you don't want to put it behind somebody who's too far up in age.
And this could be, I mean, I would like to see Rich Swann finally become world champion. He's actually ready. So I'm looking forward to that. This man retired so much. Can you realize how much this man retired? This man retired so many times. Like, bro, after his time with World Wrestling Entertainment, he retired. Went to CZW, like, bro, like, how many times you can retire, man?
I ain't gonna lie, I retired with CZW. All the stuff you go through over there.
But either way, man, let's go ahead and talk about your boy Brian Myers versus my boy Willie Mack, man.
Now the last time they wrestled, Brian Myers won.
Brian Myers won twice, and yet with cheat moves, obviously. But this time, this match was actually, and this proved that Brian Myers was actually pretty good. You know, unlike what you saw him from, you know, World Wrestling Entertainment, he was really good. He's really good compared to back
and he's
then.
doing better than he did last time on Indie Circuit. Because last time on the Indie Circuit before he came to WWE, a lot of folks had complaints about he wasn't doing really well. But since he's in Impact, I really have to.
I mean, he got over as a heel. He's getting over as a heel. I mean, he cheated twice. Got to win over Willie Mack, one of the biggest stars in Impact. You know, future world champion also. But you know, obviously this match was pretty good. But instead of Brian Myers cheating, the time Brian Myers tried to cheat, it this time it didn't work. Third time's not a charm. I mean, it's not gonna. Third time was a charm for Willie Mack. We listen to Willie Mack getting the 1, 2, 3 over Brian Myers this
with
time.
The big stunner, baby.
Man, with the big stunner. But oh yeah, with the Rich Swann statement, I also want to give that grade a B. It was a pretty good push to the rivalry.
Yeah, B plus for the and this match here.
I'll give it a C plus.
Yeah, C plus for the match.
Yeah. But man, let's go ahead and talk about your girl Kiera Hogan, along with Tasha Steelz, along with Kiera Hogan. Now before they even happened, you know, obviously Rosemary was supposed to get, you know, Havoc, and obviously Havoc attacked Rosemary.
Right.
Obviously, and Taya was supposed to. So Taya wanted Rosemary to be in the corner, but obviously Rosemary wasn't even there because you know she got attacked by, you know, Havoc. So this led to a matchup between Kiera Hogan and Taya Valkyrie, which led to obviously, I'm just gonna say that.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
No, but Kiera Hogan did get the win.
You want me, Kiera Hogan?
But Kiera Hogan did get the win. The girl on fire.
Tasha Steelz.
And Tasha, because of Tasha Steelz, actually, she won the match.
Yeah, she interfered, kind of distracted her, and Hogan was able to come by and roll up. Was it a roll up?
It was a roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go and talk about the main event, the 8-man tag.
It wasn't really that great of a match now because of the.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and get on to the 8-man tag team matchup. We got Madman, Fourth in the North, along with Ace Austin taking on, well, it was supposed to be the Rascal and Machine Guns, but it's the Good Brothers and the Machine Guns. And man, this match was back and forth, both sides. Every member put a whole part of that match. I love this match actually, man. You talking about 8-man tag team match with AEW? This was a good 8-man tag match.
But I like the fact that they allowed the North and Ace and Fulton to get a lot of heat on the good guys, and it kind of built up. You know, it wasn't like I'm getting heat for a second. Oh no, they let it kind of build up first before the good guys kind of came back.
Yeah, so pretty much it led to Good Brothers getting attacked. The ending part, Good Brothers got attacked pretty much, and it led to the North. Obviously you can tell Ace Austin and Fulton along with the North really didn't have good chemistry because I mean for those who caught it, Ace Austin didn't say try to go for a tag on Madman Fulton, but instead, Ethan Page put his hand in the way to get a tag. So, they weren't, and then also at the end of the match, the North put one of the tag team, which is a pretty good tag team move, on Chris Sabin, which led to Ace Austin actually tagging Ethan Page and getting the 1, 2, 3, which led to now like thinking this means Ace Austin and Fulton should be up to that tag team ladder, to get the tag team title shot. And the North is disappointed the fact that they even got the win when they believe they should have got the win for the team instead.
I
So
like that tag team move there.
yeah,
That's pretty good by the Noah.
but now it makes you think like who's going for the tag team? Who's going for the tag team titles now? At this point in this situation, it'll be right now currently be. I would like for it to be a fatal four-way tag match, or at least like a tag team gauntlet match for the titles. But I know tag team title matches never really have a gauntlet or title matches in general. So I am looking at maybe a fatal four-way tag team match, maybe,
I wouldn't mind it just be 1-on-1 with the North
or
in the
just
ring.
well, no, the North are getting a rematch lost. So I say give it 2-on-2. Go ahead and give it to Ace Austin and Fulton.
Oh yeah, Ace Austin Fulton. Hey, I'm not gonna argue against that.
Yeah, and I'll give that one an A minus. It was a really good matchup actually.
I'm with the A also.
Man, Impact went off. Not gonna lie, man. But let's go ahead and go for Tuesday night Impact to Wednesday night AEW.
Oh, you going to AEW first?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. We're going with AEW as we're gonna talk about the first match as we talk about your boys FTR, my guys also, man. Future Four Horsemen into versus Jurassic Express, man. Now, I didn't watch this match that well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch the match that well. The only parts I seen was like the parts where LTR got over most of the part. Uh,
Well, of course, they have to do all their flippy stuff.
yeah, I saw it.
Lucha
Look, man,
Underground.
stop hating. Lucha Underground. Look, first of all, man. Look, I'm pretty.
Jurassic Express.
Look, first of all, man, you don't have to hate on look Luchasaurus. You don't have to hate on him. Jungle Boy, you don't have to hate on. Look, he's skinny enough to where he do a lot of flips.
I love Jungle Boy. I think Jungle Boy has potential.
What
I
else?
think Jungle Boy, if he was put in a program like NXT or OVW, I think he would be a whole lot well-rounded wrestler. He depended too
Man.
much on that lucha stuff at the beginning of matches. You can't do that at the beginning of every match.
Okay, so I mean, whatever, man. What about Luchasaurus then? What you gotta say about him?
Oh man,
What
he's
you gonna say
straight.
something about Marco Stunt
He's
next?
straight garbage. Marco Stunt, straight garbage.
You know he's from our part, right?
Man, don't say that, man.
Man, look, either way.
He that fake Mississippi person.
Okay, first of all, at least LTR still got the win.
FTR got the win,
LTR got the win, even though it was by cheating. But either way, a
and
win is a win.
and I didn't like the booking of that. Cause FTR shouldn't have to cheat to beat these guys.
Because they're setting this up to where these guys might get a tag team title shot. Pay attention, man. Come on, pay attention,
They
man.
picked the wrong team.
They picked the wrong team. What other team could they use besides Jericho and Jake Hager?
Well, they can use Santana on make first of all
Can't
make
use
them
no
more
heel
serious.
you can't use no heel tag team. What
Well, that's
babyface
true.
tag team?
That's true.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
put Adam Page with somebody.
Dude, Adam Page might well go ahead and go.
Adam Page deserve a rematch.
Does Kenny Omega? But it got to be Kenny Omega. It got to be Kenny Omega, Adam Page, not Adam Page and someone else. That's unfair
Pick a partner.
because his partner didn't deserve.
Kenny Omega wasn't doing nothing, no way.
Look, Adam Page wasn't doing so much either, man. When he lost, did they?
Page got to usually get all the wins for the team.
But guess what? Page lost for the team, which led to him.
It's about time. Shoot, he was getting all the wins.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Look. See, now you got me fired up already, man. Look. Dude, Adam Page, man. Look.
Hey, you want to talk about what happened before the match started, though?
Let's just no, because I'm so tired of the Young Bucks already. Let's just go ahead and talk. Speaking of Adam Page, let's go ahead and move on to a banger that he put on with none other than SCU member Frankie Kazarian.
You know
man,
that was gonna be a good
that match was beautiful, man.
Yeah, Frankie Kazarian.
Man, as old as he is, man, he is still putting on the good matches, man. I
Great
mean,
lockup at the beginning. I mean, that's a man's man lockup at the
beautiful,
beginning.
man.
Uh,
Man, it was a good exchange between the two teams, going back and forth, hitting all the good moves on them. I liked it every single minute, and also I will automatically give this an A, best match of the night.
yeah, that's an A plus there. He blocked, and it was a time when he even blocked the
The
buckshot ladder,
buckshot. That's kind of what kind of I don't.
like a shotgun, buckshot from a shotgun, man.
All
You get
right.
hit with
See, you just ruined.
buckshot from a shotgun.
You just ruined the review of it of that match, just that match. But it was a back
That
and
was a
forth.
pay per view quality match.
It was a pay-per-view. Okay, so let's talk about NJL taking on what,
Generic wrestler number two.
Jabroni, man. Jabroni wrestling 495 or something like that. Look, MJL. There's nothing to say about it, man. So the MJL is one of the best heels. He should get a rematch for AEW title.
He should. He should.
He should get a rematch. Look, he don't need nobody no more. He got Wardlow only because Wardlow gets paid by him technically, not Tony Khan. So look, there's nothing to say about it because he's going against a Jabroni. He's one of the best heels. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a B plus because he's just that good of a heel.
I'll give it a B minus. It wasn't much of a match, but
Exactly,
it
that's
was
the
great.
point.
But it was a great promo at the end. I loved it.
Well, let's go ahead and go to another tag team matchup. We talk about Private Party taking on Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. Now, obviously, Jericho and Hager got most of the offense in this match, obviously.
Right.
And obviously, after the match, man, they got more offense, even more offense until, you know, one of the members of, Private Party end up, you know, Inzagiri, Chris Jericho, obviously. So in a way, this I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm assuming this is gonna lead us to Private Party versus Jericho and Jake Hager in a matchup or a rivalry at this point. But I'm looking forward to see how far this will go, though. But either way, I'm gonna give this one a C plus. I'm gonna give this one a C plus. Didn't really do that much. So let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next match as we go ahead and talk about Thunder Rosa, the NWA Women's Champion, taking on Eva Lise. Now, man, tell me, man, what do you think about NWA Women's Champion
Oh,
Thunder
Eva
Rosa?
Lise is like outstanding.
No, I
I
said, I
mean,
said,
like,
I said, I said, I'm talking Thunder Rosa.
oh, you said Eva Lise.
I said Thunder Rosa.
You know what I'm saying? What I say?
Eva Lise. I said, what do you think? I
Oh,
said, what do you think about the NWA Women's Champion?
Thunder Rosa is
Oh my god!
Hey man, my mind ain't working right.
Look, man. Look, man. It was a pretty good matchup. All right,
It was.
Thunder Rosa pull off a good, and Eva Lise was definitely a good, competitor, especially having Diamante on her side, man. And they won the women's tournament, AEW Women's Tournament. Oh my god, they could dominate the AEW Women's Division when you
Um,
start pushing them and
and
stuff.
and I'm glad that Tony Khan is now bringing in more viable women into the AEW
Yeah,
because he the what he started out with was garbage. The only good wrestler he had at the very very beginning
yeah,
was Nyla Rose, and that was it.
yeah. But either way, this matchup ended with Thunder Rosa getting the win. However, Diamante attacked Thunder Rosa, which led to your girl Hikaru Shida came out, attacked both of them, which led to her just help her out, holding the AEW, NWA, I'm gonna say, women's champion, which seemed like she was eyeing on the title also.
Right.
Maybe a Thunder Rosa versus Hikaru Shida Part 2, NWA Women's Champion.
Probably. So that's gonna happen later on. I believe they set it up for a best of three between those two. But as of right now, it's gonna be a tag team match coming up probably between
Which is next week,
oh yeah.
between Diamante and Evil Lee's taking on NWA Women's Champion Thunder Rosa and AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida.
Hey, who you got on that one?
Man, honestly, I'm gonna give the champs. I want to say Diamante. I want to say Diamante and Evilise, but you gotta get the chance a little more, especially with Thunder Rosa here too. Gotta give them more wins.
Yeah, I really would like for Diamante and Evilise to get it, but I know they're not. Oh, the match get an A too.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and talk about the AEW World Champion picture as we talk. Well, actually, before we get to that, let's go and talk about the TNT Championship match that's coming up next week as we talk about your boy Orange Cassidy taking on my boy Mr. Brody Lee. from the Dark Order, and I'm looking forward to this matchup. See how well it's gonna be put together.
I'm looking
That's
forward
all I
to
gotta
it too.
say.
Hope he hurt him.
Yeah, I know you. I know you're looking forward to see Orange Cassidy hurt Mr. Brody Lee.
Man, you better get out of here with that.
Let's go and talk about the AEW World Champions. We'll talk about Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk, taking on the Unhinged, John Moxley. Now, obviously, this led to the point to where next week it will be a 6-man tag match between Team Archer and Team Moxley. Now, obviously, I knew who Archer group was gonna be, but Moxley, I just knew the only person I knew for Moxley was gonna be Darby Allin.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be Darby.
So obviously, Lance Archer. Well, actually, Jake Roberts made the promo talking about how they're gonna, doing little riddles and stuff that talking pretty much saying that, hey, Moxley, man, Archer's gonna take your AEW world title, and he's never gonna lose it, and that would lead to him pretty much calling out Taz to bring Team Taz, absolute Ricky Starks and the Machine Brian Cage to join in with Archer, if only to the fact to where if or as Taz like to say, when Lance Archer wins the title, the Machine Brian Cage gets a first shot at the title against Archer, which I would like to see. However, Moxley came out all of a sudden, the Machine Brian Cage and Absolute Ricky starts attacking him, which led to your boy that you was like pulling for a lot.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
boy Will Hobbs.
Will Hobbs comes in with the chair swinging and everything, getting over. All of a sudden, Moxley said he got Will Hobbs. Now he's calling Darby Allin saying he's not here in Jacksonville. But he said he need to come to Jacksonville next week for a war between Archer and Team Taz. So I'm looking forward to that matchup, and I'm looking for the champ side to win.
Nah, this is the thing that bothered me with Moxley. Like, I understand you the good guy, you a bad tail, all that, but you got to sell on them beatdowns. Why do somebody big as Brian Cage and you got absolute Ricky Starks along with him? It's a 2-on-1 beatdown, and it take them that long to get the best of you. He needs to stop this stuff. He did that same thing with the inner circle one time. Inner circle would beat him down. You had all the members beating him down, and they couldn't get him down. Come on, man. Sale.
But let's go ahead and get to the main event. As we get to apparently the Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz against your boys, the best friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor, man. Man, this match was a kind of a back and forth match. As you like to say, the Proud and Powerful really got over more than match.
Yeah, it was a slop by. I will say, like Jim Ross is a slobber knocker.
But obviously, they would get over a lot. There was some moments I thought it was kind of, my bad for interrupting, but there was some moments I thought it was kind of dumb. Like, you put, what was it? Was it Ortiz? Was Santana Ortiz went in the was stuck under the hood and
checked him in the hood?
Yeah. And then why would you? Well, look, I know you're trying to protect the wrestlers, but like, why? Why would you like injure yourself more by doing a senton bomb on it, bro? Like, I would do like a double stomp on that joint, or coup de grace on that joint. Like,
well, another thing, it was a lot of unnecessary stuff they were doing to each other, like the windshield stuff.
Man, that joint looked so painful. That was like real painful, bro. Like, even I want to take a bump. Like, I don't want to take a bump like that. Either way,
it was too much unnecessary. Like throwing that sledgehammer. What if he had a miscue and didn't see the sledgehammer coming when he first threw it, mistimed it? Stuff like that.
Hey, can't say nothing about that. But either way, let's go and talk about the fact that the Proud and Powerful did get over. However, it wasn't until your boy Orange Cassidy coming in with the orange punch on both Santana and Ortiz, which led to Chuck Taylor getting one of them, as my boy Trent put the dude buster really through the man. I don't know, what was it like? I mean, I'm about to say cardboard fair, but actually that's like wood. That was like actually like plywood.
That was plywood. That was
yeah, plywood.
About 3
on the pickup truck, man. That was crazy. However, best friends finally got over the Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz. We led to them walk. Well, I will say walk in the sunset, but walk right into Trent's mom's minivan. Well, man, pretty much minivan, along with Orange Cassidy which they drive into the sunset along with
Yeah, that's stupid. So they just
Sue
had to
flipping the
stupid it
bird,
up.
Sue flipping the bird, would have led to a great, somewhat of a great AEW episode.
Actually, you know what? The man, I wouldn't have had a big problem with it. I'll go ahead and accept Orange Cassidy, interfere because he had a chain in his hand. But when they got to her flipping the bird and all, they are like, oh man, come on.
Come on, you know you thought that was funny.
Yes, I did, but
Exactly. Bro.
still, it was goofy.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to some NXT, NXT, NXT. That's tonight. As for those who don't know, that we do know that it will be NXT Takeover in October 4th, which I am so looking forward to because guess what, man? I'm looking for the next week's episode. Really. Let's go ahead and talk about first match as we talk about a non-title match between Shotzi Blackheart and NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai. Man, this this match shows how Shotzi Blackheart. This match shows why Shotzi Blackheart is gonna be the future of NXT. She's gonna be a great wrestler, man.
Right. I never said she wasn't a good wrestler. It's just something about her in WWE that doesn't register with me for some
Look,
reason. I
man, when
don't know why.
she was good on the Indies. She was good on Evolve. She showed some total nonstop action on Impact. So I mean, now she's here to become NXT, the next future WWE Hall of Fame probably, the next WWE superstar probably. Man, it was a pretty solid good matchup, but man, obviously Shotzi Blackheart didn't have enough in her to kick out of when she hit the moonsault. But after the match, it led to some great respect between Blackheart and Shirai, which I wouldn't mind seeing these two actually fight each other again.
Yeah, I
Actually,
wouldn't mind seeing another match between these two.
I give this
It
match
was
a
a good
A,
match.
a good old A.
I'll give it a B plus. B plus, good match for the lady.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about our guy, the guy you think who should have won the NXT Championship 2 weeks ago, Tommaso Ciampa. He went against Desmond Troy, and can I
Hmm.
just say, not a fan of the new name. I felt Denzel Dejounte was more better, to be honest.
It was.
However, that doesn't stop the fact that man Tommaso Ciampa showed why he was called a sadistic SOB back
Man,
in
he
2018.
wrecked that dude, man.
He wrecked that guy, and I do feel like I say either way. Either way, Tommaso Ciampa destroyed, not defeated, destroyed Troy, which led to a C plus. Cause it was pretty much a I mean it was pretty much a beatdown the whole time.
But Jake Atlas showed up out of the blue.
Man, look, okay, before we get to Jake Allen, I gotta say, Desmond, I feel like I think he should be showcased a lot more now.
I think so
He's
too.
been in NXT a lot longer than you think. He was around when Angelo Dawkins was in NXT, which is crazy. So,
And we talking about before the gimmick he has now.
like, yeah, like way before, like even before, like way, like at the time when like Angelo Dawkins was like Sasha Banks' hype man before Sasha Banks even became the boss at least. Desmond has been in NXT so long now, to where like he need to be like pushed or used some type of way. Like what I said about Bronson Reed. But let's go and talk about Jake Atlas. Look, when I saw Jake Atlas, I was like, man, if you don't get out here with that stuff, man. Cause look, man, I'm not gonna have someone like you trying to get over Tommaso Ciampa, bro.
He ain't gonna do nothing but catch another
So
beat
man,
down.
if you don't go somewhere with that stuff, if I were you, man, I wouldn't even want to mess with Tommaso Ciampa, man. I'd be like, man, all right, I got beat down by Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna move on to other stuff. I'm not for try. But guess what? When Jamal, I knew as soon as Jay Allen started talking in the interview, I knew Tommaso Ciampa was going to attack him. And he got beat down just for the fact he tried to step up for himself. That's what happens when you try to stand up for yourself.
But I tell you what, they using Jake Atlas, and I hate when they do that to wrestlers. Sometimes they use a wrestler to set up a feud with another wrestler. So that's
Yeah.
basically what they're doing.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, it's probably going to set up for a Kyle O'Reilly turning babyface that you've been talking about for the past 2 weeks, actually. And I would like to see Kyle O'Reilly. Actually, I see Kyle O'Reilly as a singles superstar anyway. I like to see Kyle O'Reilly, shoot, Intercontinental champion, US champion, North American champion, for all we know. I like to see how far this come. But let's go ahead and talk about. I would like to see how far this Champa O'Reilly thing goes. But let's go ahead and move on to Austin Theory. This man can never shut his mouth, can he?
He can't. Mm-mm.
Trying to show how the fact that Bronson Reed was not good enough as a superstar, even though he did lost last week. And now he's trying to call out anybody. Kushida came out, no music, ready to go.
Yeah,
Man,
and whoop that tail.
I mean, it wasn't no back and forth. It was pretty much a one-sided match. It's like Kushida got the win, hitting, you know, hitting a submission on him. The hoverboard lock. Obviously that led. I thought what was gonna happen was that maybe like Kushida was gonna get attacked, but I know Kushida, man. I'm finally glad Kushida's being used a lot more now.
But see, I told you what they getting ready to do to Austin. They still punishing him. He ain't finna get no wins for a while.
Yeah, it sucks. But let's go ahead and talk about
The Zongo.
and yeah, boys, the Imperium NXT Tag Team Championship matchup, man. This was a back and forth match. This was just as good as the first one.
Yes.
This was the sequel to this matchup was really good. Brazongo showing why they were actually one of the best tag team on this division.
And they should have been running a tag team division on the main roster or on
You
this
you know a
roster.
lot of people said man seeing Brazongo, you didn't think they were gonna get over, man. Really Brazongo's biggest win on the main roster was getting over the Usos. That's the only accolade they had, and also they do this fashion foul stuff, which was actually pretty good actually. Because I thought it was gonna lead up to like some type of storyline to where they're gonna get the tag team titles actually, but it didn't because New Day came around, and then also New Day and Uso have been like pretty much tag team of SmackDown for the entire 2017. Then all of a sudden, Brazonga moves to Raw, ain't doing nothing but losing and losing more. They come back to NXT. All of a sudden, they're on top of the division now. For the first time, both Tyler Breeze and Fandango are champions in WWE, which is pretty crazy.
But Eichner,
Bartel,
he putting Eichner Bartel. They're putting the heat on
they
Fandango.
are showing why they are one of the best tag teams. However, man, I really hope now that NXT UK is back now, I really hope they do with the NXT
Yeah, cause
UK champion because man, like their NXT, it's not their fault. It wasn't really their fault. It was like for one thing, it was the quality of matches they put off, along with like the booking they've been putting with the tag team champions. Because really, the only thing it's crazy that they've been pushing like other tag teams besides the tag team champions. So that's beyond crazy. But either way, Brazongo did get the win, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to see what's next for Brazongo. Now, I believe I give this match a B.
I will too. I'll give it a B plus. I think their next move will be against Legado del Fantasma. I think
Yeah.
that's who they're gonna end up wrestling next.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and move on to another tag team matchup between the women's division. As your girls, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro taking on Jessica Maya and Zaya Lee. Now these are four incredible women, actually. Especially Zaya Lee. No, well,
Can I
background
say
aside
something?
there, no, but Catanzaro with her American Ninja Warrior background, along with Kaden Carter, Jessica Maya on both sides. But this was a action-packed matchup. I didn't really think who was gonna win, but now I see. Now that the fact who won, now I can see how far they're gonna go with this thing.
Yeah, I think
Now,
Canizaro and Carter was the better team because that was just a thrown together team anyway. Jesse and Zia Lee.
so obviously this is gonna be setting up. I know there's gonna be like an NXT rivalry, and what I mean by like NXT, well, I'm gonna say NXT show rivalry. I feel like this rivalry it's like one of those rivalries where it's gonna be on the show, but not gonna lead up to a pay per view. Maybe gonna lead up to like a show probably. So this match might lead up to. So obviously at the end of the match, Carter and Catanzaro got the win. Kamea Kamea try to give props to them and stuff like that. Zia Lee didn't want to shake their hands. Now she's walking off like that, which leads to now maybe Zia Lee finally get her push. Maybe.
She needs a push because actually she's a pretty decent wrestler. I'm not saying she's the greatest in the world, but she has potential to be a pretty good star. I don't know how good her English is, but she has potential.
But yeah, I want to say I'm looking forward to see how far this is gonna go with Zia Lee. However, let's go ahead and move on to the yet another tag team matchup with Drake Maverick and Killian Dane taking on. Well, I mean, can't really say that, but pretty much it's Drake
Well,
Maverick
it's supposed
versus
to be.
Yeah, but pretty much it was Drake Maverick versus Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish. Obviously, with Drake Maverick going all alone, Killian Dane said he's not gonna help him. He's not a tag team partner. He's not his friend. He's nothing. You know, obviously Drake Maverick got beat down most of the match. Regal telling Killian Dane go out there and help him out. Killian Dane comes out, said talking about something like,
Put
if
him
you
back in the ring. Talking about, say, well, I help.
yeah, well, I mean, talking about something like, you're gonna lose like a man. All right, there, help you. Also, he's gonna walk away. All of a sudden, the UE, Roger Strong, and Bobby Fish gonna come in, calm the man out and stuff like that, man. I think that was a dumb mistake
Big
by Roddy Strong.
damage.
Like, why would you do that? Like, bro, just either get the win, and you could be on the side for a tag team title, like, bro. And all of a sudden, also either man, kill anything. Drake Maverick got to win by disqualification, where Jake Maverick believe they're a great team, shows killing anything, and then get punched in the face for a third time by killing like dang. So I'm sensing
So,
something's gonna happen between these two, obviously.
so that's what they signed back to WWE to do. Get beat down and get punched in the face.
So I'm assuming this is leading. I mean, like we knew he was going to win the cruiserweight championship off of Santos Escobar, but I'm sensing there's gonna be some type of chemistry between the two, obviously. Now, before we go ahead and get to our main event matchup, let's go ahead and talk about the NXT Women's Division as we talk about the NXT Championship picture. Obviously, there will be a NXT for one. I don't know why, but a battle royal for the NXT for a number one contender opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship. You got folks like Aaliyah, Rhea Ripley, and stuff like that. But what's kind of interesting? The fact that they didn't put Mia Yim or Mercedes Martinez in this matchup.
Uh oh.
I mean, quick suspicion, man.
Uh oh.
You got Cancer Ray, you got Tegan Knox, you got Dakota Kai. I mean, but I didn't see no I saw Aaliyah, but I didn't see no Mercedes Martinez apparently. You know,
Dun, dun,
I
dun, dun,
I didn't see Mia Yim at all.
dun, dun, dun,
So I
dun,
mean,
dun.
I'm not even gonna say it, but there is something going on. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you guys think that, but something's going on though.
And then for the men, no one contender match, they will have 5 men compete. They're gonna have 5 men compete and the gauntlet eliminator. Two will start, and you have the next man enter another man entering every 4 minutes.
Now that's gonna be interesting though. First time we seen it in NXT, first time we seen it in WWE in a while actually.
Right,
It's pretty much like the Royal Rumble, but instead you gotta be eliminated by pinfall submission.
right.
So I'm looking forward to see who's gonna win that one.
Also, um, we ain't gonna talk about that. Basically, Tommaso Ciampa beat on Jake Atlas down,
So
and
you gonna guarantee that next week.
oh yeah, he gonna get him again.
Let's go. Let's go talk about the main event matchup between the NXT North American champion, your boy Damian Priest, against your other boy
Timothy
Timothy
Thatcher.
Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher, Thatcher Stash Can wrestling, man. And guess what? He pulled it out, but guess what? It did not get over the NXT North American champion.
I mean,
Damian Priest too good for that, man. Hitting guess on that Lucha Libre a little bit, hitting those like, discus, big boots and kicks and stuff like that, man. You know,
all that joint manipulation he was doing,
Thatcher, man.
he had him under
I
control
mean,
for
yeah,
a
Thatcher
minute.
got him, man. All of a sudden, man, it wasn't until he got hit by the Reckoning, by the Champ, getting the win, which I obviously knew Damian Priest was gonna get the win. But however, man, oh man,
I give it a B plus.
yeah, I give it a B plus too. But man, I feel so bad with Timothy Thatcher, man. He's been losing a lot lately, man. I mean, Bronson Reed. Well, actually, he got the win over Bronson Reed. I take it back. But you mean like think about it, Finn Balor. I mean, like it's crazy. Then he didn't really get over Matt Riddle as much the first time, unlike the last time.
Right. Until he
So
had that cage.
so Thatcher. I mean, that's man.
Well, I think they're doing that because his character can take it for right now. I think they'll be pushing him harder later in the year. But I think they feel like he can take it right now as far as the loss because he's such a tough character.
Exactly. But that is it for NXT.
Hey, which one you think was the best one? NXT, Impact, or AEW?
I mean, Impact doesn't count because like the Wednesday Night Raw. But I'm gonna say Impact though. Impact was that good of a
Impact
show.
was a good show.
Impact was that good of a show, and you can catch Impact on Twitch or Access TV on Direct TV on any other things you go to, or you can also catch your AEW on TNT as you can catch your NXT on USA Network. So, however, it was a pretty good show. Don't forget, next week we'll be hitting up on NXT UK. We didn't want to do Raw and SmackDown because obviously SmackDown was too close, and most of you guys have already know about that. But I do want to talk about. I wanted to give one thing that we liked about SmackDown and Raw also. So I just want to say for SmackDown, for me, one of the biggest things I did like about SmackDown was the Bailey situation. She did that classic old. What Bailey did reminded me of that classic old when Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio Robert, man, he's just sitting there in the dark, telling a little story of why he turned on Rey Mysterio and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I ain't
And
think about that.
and that when I saw Bailey like that, it reminded me just like that moment because man, seeing seeing Bailey and Sasha going there is like seeing pretty much Rey Mysterio and like Eddie, because I mean, with Bailey's being Hispanic, and, obviously Sasha's like a fan of Eddie, and it's crazy. So I think, and this shows how Bailey's such a good heel. So I'm looking forward to see how far this heel Bailey versus a babyface Sasha. And I'm looking forward to see what Sasha Banks gonna say. I'm liking this. So
Well,
what do you think about SmackDown? Like,
only thing I say about the Sasha Banks thing is don't have her on the program. Let her do it from a screen or something so she can sell the injuries. But the part I like was continue to sell Roman Reigns as your ultimate bad guy. Continue. I like the way they continued showing that he doesn't care about anybody but himself,
mm,
and he's getting ready to drift away from family because his big thing used to be family, family, family. Now let him do something wrong to his cousin,
mm,
Jay Uso, like he didn't come to the match in time at the
yeah,
very end until the very end. So
yeah. So don't forget to catch on SmackDown on Fox Live.
nah,
But Monday Night Raw though. Now I know what you're gonna
you
say.
already know what I was
So
gonna say.
I'm not gonna say it. So I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna I know who's gonna say. So I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna go with the Rollins and Dominic stuff. So Rey Mysterio, I mean
We can
Dominic.
say the same thing.
Look, no, Mysterio Rollins. Look, I mean I feel so bad for Murphy, man. You gotta feel for this man. I mean he took the loss, payback. Look, the dude got literally got I don't know what it was, man. I mean, he got crucified, man. Got slapped in the back of the head, everything. Got attacked by Dominic, man. Then man got slapped in the face and everything. Tell him to stay in the back, and then he gets beat down. Got throw his face into the cage, man. Crazy. It made you feel like, man, just like Aaliyah felt, man. Like, man, I feel so bad for this guy. But obviously Rollins is getting over a lot more as a heel, which I'm sensing that I'm telling you, this rivalry is gonna have to end at Hell in a Cell. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna end at.
Yeah, Raven Stereo, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell.
I mean, at this point, that's where it's gonna end at.
How
But
about it?
let's go ahead and talk about what I know you're gonna say because
Oh
I
man,
think this was a big deal actually. Also,
business is good. Hurt business.
business
I
is
mean, like,
good. Retribution, getting a little promos like that, man. But obviously, the hurt business getting over, man. You see your boy Cedric Alexander getting over Ricochet with that. Oh, beautiful, mwah, beautiful. That lumbar check on Ricochet. But
yeah,
then
he did.
again, Ricochet sold that so good, man.
He
But
did. And
obviously, the Hurt business was getting over on the Retribution, man. They ain't scared of nothing. This ain't no charity. This is all about business, Hurt business, and the business is with Retribution right now.
hey,
Obviously, they trying to beat down as much as they can. I mean, a lot of people know who the members are at this point now. I got my guesses too, but I'm not gonna say them though. Probably mention the next week. However, business is good, man. All of a sudden, we gotta talk about Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, man.
but I will say this one thing about Hurt business. They may be the best stable since Evolution.
I really believe that one of the best things going on. I mean, they are one of the best things. Not were they are one of the best things going on for Raw actually. Currently, right now.
Right.
Obviously it ended. The beatdown. Between the Hurt Business and Retribution led up to obviously having Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee hitting a token helo, man, ending the show with a banger right there, man. So I'm liking that
So
already.
y'all regular folks like me, they just flipped over the top rope on top
Yep.
of.
But that's what I gotta say about Raw. That's what I gotta say about SmackDown. You can catch up on Raw on USA Network also. And don't forget SmackDown tomorrow night on Fox, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let my co-host DOC LOVE, the MC MIKE take over.
Hey, it's nothing but love, y'all. Man, please subscribe. Give us some likes, comment on anything, tell us what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy about the show. Give us your opinion about what did you like about each program. And also tune in to www.bantufm.com for my show, Soul Food Therapy. It's on 3:30 on Monday evening.
Mm.
So please check that out. Please comment. Like I said, hey, it's all love. Do your thing, everybody. Love each other, and bye.